Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Phelps, from a dentist from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm here to talk to you about another unique characteristic of my tracking service. And that is that we give you the reasons new patient phone calls are not being scheduled an appointment. Okay? Nobody else out there does that. How can we do that? Well, we actually have live people listening to every call, which means there's no information we can't pull out of the phone call. So any new patient opportunity, any new patient opportunity that is not scheduled an appointment, we're going to give you the reasons why. We're not just going to give you a word or a phrase, we're going to give you the whole transcript of the call so you can read it for yourself and discover what the reasons are. And I'm here to tell you guys and gals out there, guess what? You're not going to believe what your staff is telling people on the telephone. Okay? It blows my mind when I hear this stuff every day. And they're saying stuff like, no, you don't want to come here because Dr. So-and-so is getting ready to retire. And they're sending them down to another office. The doctor hears is like, I'm not retiring. What is that all about? Okay? You're going to hear stuff like, new patient calls, need to get in today with a broken tooth. Okay? Staff says, no, can't get you in. Schedule's full. We can get you in a couple weeks. Doctor's sitting around going, I had plenty of holes in my schedule. There was plenty of times to get them in. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay? Even to the point where I've had clients tell me their staff members are telling them the reason new patients won't schedule in their office is because the patient is asking if they're in network versus and that office happens to be out of network. So because we're not in network, doc, we can't get the patients in the door, right? What I'm actually able to show them through the transcripts of the calls is it's just the opposite. The new patient is asking, do you take or accept my insurance? And it's the staff member then going into, we're not in network, and killing the call. And in my opinion, there's two very different ways of handling that patient, okay? The patient that says, specifically and asks, are you in network, right, should be handled one way. But if they ask, do you take or accept my insurance, that is a whole different patient and should be treated differently, okay? And you do have an opportunity to book them if you're out of network. So no matter what it is, we're going to give you the reasons why, okay? And we're going to break it out by staff member. So if you know Jill has a problem with the insurance question, all right, that's her issues. Whereas Tina over here, she has a problem with the price shoppers. How much is a crown? How much is your extraction? How much is your cleaning, etc. No matter what the reason is, you're going to know about it, okay, in detail by staff member. And remember, these transcripts, they're very powerful tools for you to help your staff and reinforce the right things to say to them and those new patients on the telephone, okay? So if you're having trouble getting new patients in the door, we can show you why.